Righto, we're back. We're calling this the redemption run. Yeah, we're going to have another crack at the dogs out here on this property. This is the one where we come out and in the 40-degree days and come up with a duck egg. So I'm just running around now, getting a few traps in while the nights have been chilling right off now. So hopefully I have a bit of activity. The wind's turning around as well, so it's going to be a bit of a pain. But anyway, that's what happens when you're trying to trap dogs. It's not easy, as we know. So anyway, we'll run around and get some traps in. Found one set of dog prints. Yeah, a couple of scats, but that's about all. But one set of dog prints is more than what I seen last time I was here. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'll put actually a link here. Here or here or here, I don't know, wherever it goes. I'll whack a link in for the other video so you can see the bit of a history that we've got on this place. We've been coming here for about, Trent and I were talking about it last night, it's probably been 12 or 15 years actually we've been coming here trapping dogs for these guys. So it's been a really good property and they've been really good clients for us. So hopefully we can knock out a few to, help them out again. Anyway, we'll see you down there. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a short trip, this one. Got some bad news yesterday that my grandfather passed away, so I have to fly down to Melbourne and go to his funeral. So yeah, it's a bit of a shit. He was sick for a long time though. He wasn't in a good spot anyway. So in a way, he's definitely in a better place as well. But yeah, it still hurts. He was a good man, my grandfather. Done a lot of stuff, taught me a hell of a lot. Taught me a lot about horses. That was probably the main thing. I always spent a lot of time with him, with the horses. And yeah, he's a character, eh? He had trail riding schools and had little petting zoos and he was always buying and selling stuff. So yeah, I think I definitely get a little bit of that off him. So I'm going to miss you, Pop. And I love you, mate. I might actually think of some stories that I can tell along here at some stage and share them with you. He was definitely a character, that's for sure. Righto, we'll have a look. We've got a bit of a location here. It's a bit of a fork in the road, obviously. So there's a track that runs up there where my ute is, and this one runs up around the corner. We've caught a lot of dogs just over the other side of the hill here. There hasn't been any sign here, but I've never actually put a trap on this intersection. So this is a new site for me. So I'm going to whack a trap here. Just having a bit of a look, see if there's any indication, but any sign of dogs. Here's an old scat here by the looks. Just there. That's an old one. She's not really that interested in any of this area, but here's another one just there. Old bit of one. Let's have a look, see what she finds. Because dogs can see a lot more than us. Good intersection, there's got to be something here. Because the wind's swirling around, I might just whack it straight on this corner here. Righto, we're at this intersection here. This is where we've caught a couple of dogs. previously on this place. It's been a really good intersection here, so I have a real good look around. The wind, I have to check what the wind's doing or set accordingly, because it is switching around a fair bit. So righto, so I'm going to put one right in the middle of this location right here, because it's a bit of an intersection. Anything coming down this track here, we'll get it. Anything going around this corner here, because the wind's predominantly coming down this way, we'll hopefully blow it across. So see how we go. Had a good look around today. It's still, as you can see, there's bloody, hang on, the grass is just extremely long still. This is actually a spot where I come for an afternoon howl every now and then, to howl up into these hills. I found two scats, one set of dog prints. So yeah, it's been a disappointing day, put it that way. But anyway, we've got a few traps in. We'll see how it goes over the next few nights. There's the second scat I found for the day right there, and there's an old one on top here. So this is a pretty good spot. I whacked a trap in here just next to that cow pat onto that tussock, because we got southwesterlies at the moment vlogging in. It's freezing cold. Sorry about the wind, by the way. Not much I can do about it at the moment. It's just, in behind the car here is not too bad. So anyway, we'll head back to camp and set up and get into them tomorrow properly. Good morning. She's fresh. Poor Treno slept in his car last night. He's got it running with the heater on. It's pretty cold, eh? Check out this though. I was thinking about some stories to tell you about him, you know. One of the ones that I remember the most, like it happened all the time. So he's a sort of big solid fella, and he had tattoos all over him, like he had tattoos all down both arms and his legs. And anyway, he sort of looked like a fairly sort of tough fella, you know, which he was. He was a tough man. Anyway, he used to call me Love. so we'd be in the shopping centre or wherever, and Pop would, you know, I'd be there having a cup of coffee with him or whatever, and the waitress would come up and he'd say, "What do you want, love?" And I used to have to say to him, "Pop, Don't call me that. They'll think I'm your prison bitch. Yeah, love. And I think that's because there were so many of us grandkids. Saves him trying to remember everyone's name. So yeah, just called me Love. Called everyone Love, actually. So look at that. Print there. Print there. Print there. The pan would be here. So very unlucky. Anyway, no harm done. Trap hasn't gone off. I might go for a walk down there to see if they've been down there. I think I'm going to leave those prints like that. I'm not going to cover it back up again. There's no exposure to the pan or anything like that, or the trap itself, so I might get me going and have a walk down in this gully here to see if they've been down that way. Bugger. Although I had Ollie down there the other day. Might not be able to see prints. Anyway, we'll go for a walk and have a look. Yep, there's dog prints here, so they've been back. I've missed them. Fuck it. Oh, that's very disappointing when that happens. I had the trap there, everything was right. The dog come back through. Looks like it was only one dog, so yeah. No, as I said, no harm done. And that's sort of the thing with these smaller properties. You know, they only come in and out. So if you miss your opportunity, a lot of the time that's it, you know. She's done and dusted. You've missed it. So that's why I get so disappointed when I miss them. Just extremely frustrating. Because it's so, yeah. You put in all the hard work, do everything right, and then just miss out by a couple of inches. Best part about carrying all the gear with you, you make a couple while you're going. Ripper. Out here. Nice. The old coffee sachets might be a little bit out of date. We'll see. We'll see what they're like. Just have to break him up a bit. Surely it'll be alright. Surely. Smells good. A little bit lumpy, but it should be fine. What do you reckon, Aldo? Coffee? You're not allowed to have a coffee. Why'd you get all dirty? And I was going through the mud. See if she's boiled. Oh yeah. The lumpy bits all come to the top. well. Where's me stir? Oh, it's in there. Fuck, that's hot.
Two hours later.
He's black. Might need a bit of cold water in that. It's not really frothing up like it normally would. cappuccino. Oh, this milk. I'll put some of this in there. When's the best before date on that? August 22. Yeah, should be right. Oh, can't be any worse than that. That looks... What's that? It's all granular. Jesus. I'll put a little bit of cold water in that. Boil and it'll be a bit hot. See what that's like. Another little stir. Try and get rid of some of those granules. Here goes nothing. Oh, it's fucking hot. Oh. I don't know. Not sure what it's meant to taste like. Well, what do I mean? I've had one before. I know what it's meant to taste like, but I don't know. What I'm trying to say is I don't know if it tastes right. But I'm going to suffer through it because I'm busting for a coffee. So, any dogs around you lot? What's going on? He's just having a CWA meeting here. Meeting of the neighbours. Get all the neighbours together, eh? Oh well. Just don't go over and walk all over me traps, please. Thank you. I haven't seen you in a while, Betty. What have you been doing? Oh, not much. How's the calves going? Yeah, good, mate. Thanks. Yeah. How are your calves? Yeah, I got them taken off me the other day. Oh, righto. Yep. That time of year again. Kate? Katie? You ignoring me? Katie, you ignoring me? Hey, Kate, I want to take the kids to the mall next week. Kate? Are you ignoring me, Kate? Are you ignoring me, Kate? Excuse me, Kate. Mall? Kids? Mall? No? Oh. Morning. So we're just heading off to check the traps this morning. There was a bit of a change last night. A bit overcast and a couple of little light showers come through. Nothing, not even enough to wet the ground, but it's a lot warmer, so usually the change is always good with dogs, I've found. Get them moving around a bit more when it's a bit warmer as well, possibly, or possibly not, but anyway, we'll see what happens. Ooh. Might need some four-wheel drive here. Fucking slid off the track. The CV's gone. Alright, buddy, get you out of four-wheel drive. Sorry about that. It's quite overgrown, this. Can't see that, but yeah, it's lantana scratching the shit out of my car. Hang on. Bloody good track, hey? It looks like dogs would use this all the time. They used to. This used to be a really good track, hey? We trapped a lot of dogs along this in this paddock over the years, but yeah, as I said, lately it's just been bloody not producing, and I think that's got a lot to do with, as I was talking about yesterday, old mate in the it's still there, everything's exactly the same. Old mate in the next door property clearing a heap and putting tracks in, and he's got a little donger there, so I'd say they're there a lot these days. And yeah, it's just changed everything. So that's the way it goes. Yeah, it's just pushed the dogs further west, and these good producing spots, it goes against everything that I know, but yeah, it's just literally pushed everything away from here, which is yeah, very unusual, because normally, as I've said in the past, yeah, it just, the same spots just keep producing year after year, and these ones have to an extent, but now it's all changed. Stay there. It's all changed. So anyway, we'll pull this one up and keep moving. Yeah, whenever I come back here, I just keep setting here because it's habit, and it's just been such a good spot in the past. So eventually they'll come back, but yeah, it will be interesting when. I'll keep you posted. I'm guessing there's not many dogs around at the moment. Right, we found our hind. Fucking took some finding in this grass. Have a look how deep the grass is. Yeah, so anyway, I was lucky to have my dog with me. She actually found it, not me. So yeah, it wasn't bad. That's just the gate down there where we shot it. So probably 50 metres it ran, and died in here. Straight in behind the shoulder, and exited just out in front of the other shoulder. So nice clean kill. Righto, we'll harvest the meat off this hind and then go and have a shower. Righto, so we're off. Just about to head up into this hill. Yep, another hill. Oh, we'll I know in past years there's been dogs. They go down to the dam over the other side on there. So we head up the top there. The wind's coming from left to right. So we'll head up the top there and work our way down. Hopefully we'll get something coming up. Sort of like getting out of its bedding and starting to head down into the flats. That's the plan anyway, so we'll see how we... Ready to go, Ollie? Good gear. Righto, wish me luck. himself in. Leave him be. Morning. We're just coming up onto our, this is the last morning. So we're just heading up to check the traps. Just coming up onto our second lot. It's bloody freezing this morning, if you can't tell. Yep, it's a decent frost this morning, so she's nice and chilly. But anyway, we'll get around, check the traps and pull them up and see how we go. That wraps this trip up. Just the one dog, and we end up shooting 4 deer, so really happy with that. Got plenty of meat in the freezer now and a bit of dog food, so yeah, stoked about that. One dog's good, better than last time I was here as well. Thank you once again for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. 4 days isn't very much on a trap line. Most of you guys would know that, but you know, that's just the way it's turned out this time. But anyway, that's the way it's gone, so can't complain. Happy farmer with one less dog around, a big breeding male dogs. Anyway, we'll wrap this one up and go and pack up camp and head home and clean all the gear. Yeah, she's been a wet old bloody time here, that's for sure. So yep, all the traps are full of mud, and so's the car and half my gear. So big job cleaning up, and then fly down to Melbourne for the funeral, and yeah, back into it again. We'll be probably, next time we come out here, we'll probably bring the pig trap out and do a bit of pig trapping as well. I've just got another job I've got to go to before that, so it might be a month or so before I get the next video out on trapping. As far as the trapping runs go, the next place where I'm going I can't film, unfortunately. But anyway, we'll keep making content, so you guys can keep watching. So once again, appreciate you watching and liking and subscribing to the videos. If you haven't done so already, it goes a long way just to hit that subscribe button, and also hit the like button, and share it too, guys. If you know someone that's having any issues with wild dogs or whatever, just hit the like button and subscribe to this channel and share it with those mates as well. The more the merrier. Righto guys, thank you, and we'll see you in the next ep.